How much do content creators make on Instagram? Here's a quick video breakdown that I posted last year of how much I was making on Instagram when I was making a few $1,000s a month in their creator program for Reels. Here's a quick rundown of the Reels bonus program at Life After Debt with Garrett. A few of you asked how I get paid. These are connected directly to my PayPal account, so it comes directly from Facebook or Instagram or Meta or whatever you're calling them this month. This payout will come on March 21st. The Instagram Reels Play Bonus program is an invite-only program for creators like myself. I've made over $1,000 through this program, and here are the payouts month by month. During this 30-day period, my account had over 3 million impressions and reached over 1 million people, and I did so without running any ads. I gained just under 900 followers. I try to post at least once a day. My most popular post this month reached about 300,000 people. I also just passed 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, which means I qualify for the YouTube Paid Partner Program later this year. If you have any questions about Instagram Reels Play Bonus or YouTube Paid Partner, drop a comment below for a video reply, and thank you for the subscribe or the follow. The video has nearly 200,000 views on YouTube, but unfortunately is looking more and more like those were the good old days.
I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them. Someone should write a song about that.
I'm actually in like 4 or 5 creator programs now. So I'm in the paid content creator program for YouTube, 2 creator programs for both Facebook and Instagram, and I'm working to get into the content creator program on TikTok. But for the rest of this video, I'm also going to break down what the landscape looks like for content creators in 2026, how much people are making on average from what I'm seeing, as well as a breakdown or a drop down, if you will, of seeing that content creators are making less across all platforms, and I'll show you why.
2020, man, I was bringing in about $60,000 to $80,000 a month on Facebook.
Damn.
Yeah.
Now they done cut it down. You can only make X amount. They make,
Man.
because it used to give you like what, $5,000-$6,000. Now they done cut that thing down to like $1,500, $200.
Man, I ain't that low, but
But they cut it. Because Matt Rife said the same thing.
Listen, you know what? My guy Tremo, a comedian that's from Birmingham, Alabama, he taught me this a long time ago as far as the YouTube and all that. It's peaks and valleys to it.
Right.
So he's always telling me, hey, when you hot, make sure you take a little bit of that money and you put it up.
Yeah.
Because you don't know when the algorithm might change.
When they gonna change the algorithm, they change.
And they don't call you and say, hey, we'll let you know next month you ain't making 80.
No.
You're gonna make 2,500.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, with that, I feel like, you know, it's real. If you're a social media influencer and you're doing all of that, you're making the money, take that money and invest that into something, a business, or if you're getting all these followers, find you something to sell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In my case, it's tickets.
Yeah. Because that's the way Matt Rife, we had him on, he said the same thing. He said, I got 20 million TikTok, and because you changed the algorithm, now they can't see the stuff that I'm doing.
They only show your stuff to 10% of the people that follow you.
Yeah. Because they don't want you to get too big now. Then you won't need them.
Then you won't need them.
I share these videos because if you're a content creator, I did not want you to feel crazy if you've been seeing your revenue go down. It seems to be that revenue is going down across all platforms, and Instagram is not exempt. I'm actually seeing the same case on YouTube. I'm in the creator program on Facebook, and I'm trying to get in the content creator, if for nothing else, for another platform to compare against on TikTok. But I imagine, at least from what I'm seeing and hearing, that creator views on TikTok and creator payouts on TikTok, especially since it's been bought and narrowed down to the US audience only, is also seeing smaller and smaller payouts. Now, I'm personally one of those content creators. This is not one of my full-time jobs, so I am happy to get anything over $0, whether it's enough to buy coffee or enough to pay my mortgage. So don't want this to come across that I'm not grateful for these payout programs, because technically they don't have to pay us anything. However, if you are a person trying to get into content creator, I did want folks to know that it is probably one of the more difficult environments that it has ever been, and it will increasingly get more difficult, especially now that we have to compete, if you will, with artificial intelligence that can produce and churn out videos, also known as AI slop, 365 days or 366 days on a leap year and 24 hours at a time. In fact, here's what Matt Rife, which I think is relative to Instagram, had to say about TikTok.
Look, I hate TikTok. It's the most poisonous thing on earth right now. When it was about to get banned in America, I was stoked.
You're
bro.
like,
I was
yes!
so excited, man, because it's also it's unreliable.
Right.
Like I built an audience of, I think I'm at like 20 million followers, or like 19.7
Yeah.
or some shit. So I mean, I was getting to a point where I was getting 1 million views an hour on there as soon as I posted a video. It was an explosion of exposure on there. And then little by little, it started to go away a little bit, which I'm like, that's fine. You're only something new and fancy for a little while. And then after about a year and a half went by, they just completely dropped off. I couldn't reach any of my followers for some reason. So I started hitting up TikTok, like, you know, they can find you a representative that works over there and everything. And they told me to my face on Zoom, they were like, yeah, we just don't push stand-up anymore. I was like, okay, so I have 20 million followers who want to see what I'm posting, and you won't let them see it. And they're like, yeah, we only push the trends that are current right now. And they said stand-up comedy was a trend on our platform, but you kind of helped spearhead it quite a bit. But they were like, it went on for much longer than it should have. Most trends only last like a month or two. And yeah, now we just don't push stand-up as a platform. And they were like, you know, good luck. And I was like, well, how am I supposed to, like,
So what am I doing? What am I doing with the 20 million followers that I got?
yeah, so I said, how am I supposed to reach it? What do you suggest? They said, maybe just do the trends. Like, you know, if there's a new dance people are doing or whatever. On Zoom, I said, I'll kill myself on TikTok Live before I ever dance on TikTok. Are you crazy? They didn't find it funny at all, but I was also dead serious.
Right.
I'm not going to do that, man. Like, my stand-up is what got me this far.
Right.
Whether it be the crowd work clips or material from the special, whatever it may be. It's such a shame that I can't advise other comedians to like build an audience on social media, because eventually they're just going to shift the algorithm and you can't reach them anyways.
Exactly.
It's so unfortunate.
They want to keep you in place. They're not gonna let you get too big now.
No,
They're not gonna let you get too big.
As much as it sounds like a conspiracy, they have a knob. They have a knob they can just turn somebody back on, or a topic or a hashtag, whatever it may be, and then that no longer gets exposure anymore. But I never wanted to do it. I don't love social media. I think it's incredibly toxic. It's not good for you as a person, for sure. But it's such a tool that we have to use now. Comedians don't just have to write jokes.
Right.
It used to just be like, man, write your 5, get on Carson, get you a sitcom.
Yeah.
Now you're good. You got to be a whole social media manager. You got to be a production team. You got to learn how to work a camera. You got to learn how to edit. You got to learn how to do sound. And it's not even for something that can last. It's incredibly unfortunate.
Is all hope lost? No. Even by their own admission, Facebook, Instagram, TikToks, or really all the platforms are focusing on large content creators. That doesn't mean if you're a small content creator or you're starting from zero in 2026 that it can't be done, but I want to be honest that it is more difficult than it used to be back in the day. It just is what it is, unfortunately, for those of you who are starting out from the beginning. But even myself, who's been probably doing this for over a decade now, for example, when I posted that video in the beginning, when I was making $1,000 a month, I'm now on 5 different platforms and content creator programs, paid content creator programs. I make less money on the 5 platforms than I did in the 1 platform in the good old days. That being said, what still works in 2026? They still reward consistency. They still reward building an audience. However, even by Facebook's own admission, they are focusing on the larger content creators. In fact, their content creator acceleration program, the entry for the program meant that you had to have 1,000 followers or 1 million followers across all platforms. Also, if you're just interested in what's working on Instagram, you don't have to listen to me. You don't have to listen to Mojo. You don't have to listen to Matt Rife. Here's what the head of Instagram has to say is working as far as building a following, growing your money, and still making a decent income as a content creator on Instagram. That is the head of Instagram, Moseri. You can follow him, and here are his content creation tips for 2026.
The second in a short series of videos about how ranking works on Instagram. And this one's focused on recommendations and how to have your content show up. Now, if you don't know, recommendations are when you see a piece of content from an account you have not decided to follow yet. And they're an increasingly important part of Instagram, and they're how we're growing the overall pie and trying to drive as much reach to as many creators as possible. And if you want your content to be eligible to show up to people who have not decided to follow you yet, you need to meet these 5 criteria. 1, no watermarks. 2, make sure you add audio, particularly important for photos and carousels. 3, if you are posting a video, make sure that it's 3 minutes long or less. 4, make sure that the content is original. And that doesn't mean you can't work with someone else's content, but you have to significantly make it your own. So I could take someone else's video and do a green screen on top of it and give my commentary. That would be original. And 5, make sure your account is in good status, which you can check by going to Profile and to Account Status. So if you want to maximize your reach and grow your follower count as quickly as possible, make sure you do those 5 things. And it'll help a lot, I promise. More to come soon. Peace.